sort of. Because now the babe cave sign's annoying me. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. But if you're here, say hi. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you can hear me. And we're going to talk a little bit about the themes that came up when I was doing my, meditation with Spirit for this new moon. And for a while there, I felt like these were kind of getting stagnant. Like we were doing a lot of the same, thing. We always release during a full. We always draw in during a new. And then now I feel like we're kind of really starting to get new, like, ways to do these rituals, new ways to connect to the energy, stuff like that. And I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. So even though it was like a bit of a chaotic day, I didn't want to miss it. I have like a nasty neck injury right now, and I can barely move my neck. So bear with me. If I look funky, that's why. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe some of you think I always look funky. I've never been like in denial about the fact that I'm a bit of a train wreck, right? But anyway, welcome in everybody. If you're here, say hi. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you can hear me. And we're gonna get into a little reading, get some messages from the moon, and do a cool new moon ritual that I'm actually getting from this book, because when I got this like inspiration download from Spirit, I went sort of looking to see if I had something on theme, and this one really resonated. It was kind of perfect. So we're going to do it from this book. So Gemini, new moon, right? Gemini is the planet of communication, and it's also associated with like sibling relationships. So some people may be finding themselves in disagreements, right? With close family members, people they live with, siblings, stuff like that. Or you may just be finding that you and your people, right, are just really speaking their truth right now and needing their authentic voice to be heard. And maybe, that doesn't always have to end in like some huge blow up, right? I guess it sort of depends on what needs to be said and who's receiving it. But you may be, having issues with that coming up, or themes with that already in your life. I think that we've gone a long time without talking about forgiveness or gratitude. And I think this is like the time to do it. I know a lot of people that I've been talking to, or clients that I've met on the road and stuff at different events recently, are all telling me that they're in these transitional phases, and that you're in a transition, right? Or a tower moment, or a growth period, an awakening, whatever, when things start to rapidly leave your life. Things, people, situations, jobs, whatever. That was going on for me for a while. And like I said, I've talked to a lot of people who that's happening to also. So that to me is a signal, right? That's a cue that we need a little forgiveness and a little gratitude. And we haven't been practicing that together. So if you're here, I'd love for you to put what you're grateful for in the comments, put the energy out there if you can. And for forgiveness, you just need to think about everybody that you feel you need to forgive for something. People that you think, that you feel, have really done you wrong in some way. And even if they wouldn't see it the same way, it doesn't matter. Because if, you're hurt by something they did or whatever, to the point where you felt you needed to maybe even cut ties for a while, then that's valid, And forgiveness, remember, is never for them. Forgiveness is for us. It doesn't say that what you did is okay. It's not that at all. All it says is that I'm going to take my power back, and I'm not going to let you or this situation decide if I'm going to be happy or not. I'm not going to let you or this situation decide, if I'm going to be able to move on and welcome other things in my life, or be stuck here. That's a lot of power to let somebody have, right? But forgiving them frees you from all of that, calls your power back, and then you earn some good bonus karma points, because you're saying, to that person, hey, like, I forgive you, I'm praying for you. Doesn't mean that what you did to me was okay. It's not what it means. But take your power back. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Live your life. It's carrying petty weight around and shit, and just slowing down your own progress or blocking your own opportunities is like, who's winning there? Who's winning there? Hey, y'all. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you. Thanks. So you all know my forgiveness lesson by now probably, but we'll do it together. Think of the people you need to forgive. If it's really intense, you might need to write it all out. This is what I need to forgive you for. You can write a letter as if you're going to read it to them. You don't need to do that, but you know, that way you can sort of get it out, visualize it, let it be valid in your mind, and then you can like burn it. But what we say is, I forgive everyone and everything that has ever hurt me or harmed me in this life or any other, including myself. Because forgiving ourselves is the hardest part of the lesson, right? Like, once you like put yourself in situations where you got like really fucked up hurt, or like, you know, shit went sideways, or you know, you made a decision to trust somebody that turned out to like really betray you, it subconsciously we lose the ability to trust ourselves, and we lose the ability to trust ourselves to like be discerning and make good choices and all the things. So we have to forgive ourselves for that too. Start rebuilding the trust with ourselves. Okay, so that's why we do that. And I would keep that one for last. It's the hardest. All right, and you can write a letter yourself and all the things too. It's an honor to have you here. Thanks. Thank you. Y'all make me feel like a queen or something when you guys are here. It's friggin' amazing. But anyway, happy new moon in Gemini. So next up, gratitude. We haven't done this together in a really long time. I'd love for everybody to put something they're grateful for in the comments, and so that we can just keep that energy going. And as this continues to like, you know, go around the internet, because not everybody will see it now, or live, they'll see it later. They can keep adding to it, and we can just keep feeding into that energy, because living in an energy of gratitude brings you more to be grateful for, right? Because what we put out is what we attract. So let's keep it there. Why not, right? So I am grateful for opportunities, and I'm grateful for support, and those of you that find something useful and valuable in me, like sitting here in my basement, like spitting shit at you. I'm incredibly grateful for that. I'm grateful for family and friends. I've got some really great people around me, and I'm really lucky. I'm really, really, really lucky. And I'm grateful that I have like an amazing smart daughter that's about to graduate high school with a perfect 4.5 grade point average, and my other daughter thriving in Buffalo, and my son about to get his driver's license, and you know, and my fur babies. Grateful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I love it. But if anybody else wants to put in something that they're grateful for, that would be awesome. Just so we could keep kind of, like I said, feeding this energy. But with that being said, I want to start doing this reading and then get you guys into the ritual, because I know I came on hella late today. I'm sorry. This injury has like really sidelined me, man. It's rough. It's been rough. I feel like somebody's like literally beating my eyebrows with like Thor's hammer. Your daughter too? That's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, I have to watch another one move away, and that's like, it's rough. Same to you. Same to you. Ancestors with you for sure. All right. So what are the best and highest messages for this collective for the new moon in Gemini? Remember, you know, the themes of Gemini, like I was saying, are like communication, or even clearly sort of understanding what you want, you know, communicating with yourself. And we're in an energy of truths being told and seen. So, you know, that doesn't just mean with other people. Our own masks can fall off with ourselves too. You know what I mean? We don't necessarily always see ourselves in the truest light. It's not because we're like, you know, a-holes. It's just, you know, I think for the most part, people live by a creed of wanting to be decent. You know, they don't want to be shitty. It's just that we don't always understand other people's perspectives, or maybe ego gets in the way or something, you know? So it's always possible that like your own mask falls off, and you have to see some truth about yourself too. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. That way you can integrate it, heal it, fix it, know it's there, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? But knowing its presence and not doing anything about it or not caring, like that's a little bit of a karma vibe. That's a little bit of a karma vibe. I like it. I like it, Wolf. All right. Best and highest messages, please, for this collective for the new moon in Gemini. We've also just had Mercury just went in to Gemini a couple of days ago, so I could barely turn my neck, literally. And we have a Mercury Kazemi coming up too, with a Sun conjunction on the 29th. Yeah, and then Saturn just went into Aries on the 24th, which, you know, I've been saying was going to be one of the big reasons why 2025 is a historical year, astrologically. So, you know, I put out that little video about it, buckle up, and I meant it, because, man, it's hitting me. It's definitely hitting me. For this collective, best and highest messages, please. Okay, what does the collective need to hear or know? What will help them and support them at this time during this new moon in Gemini? So remember, the new moon is when we draw in. This is intention setting night. You know, your rituals should include some version of that, but I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a sort of different like mindset, a way of doing it that I was talking to some guides and stuff about last night. And it's, like I said, you know, I felt like these like rituals and stuff had kind of gotten stale. It's like we've gone as far as we could and there was nowhere left to go. And they were kind of like getting repetitive and redundant, and I hate that. But we're starting to get new, like, fresh things. So I'm excited about this one. So hang on for the ritual. All right. Well, I mean, true Gemini energy. We've got an Ace of Swords here. So we've got healing and recovering from something that was causing a lot of stress on the body and the mind, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of repeated thought patterns and stuff. Like you can't get out of your head feeling, you know what I mean? Gemini season, Dan. That's right. And all right, so we're kind of healing out of that energy. We're figuring it out. And then all of a sudden, right, you've got something new that comes in, a new perspective, right, that brings these new possibilities or a new way of looking at things. And then you've got a Page of Cups that comes in after that. Both of them are kind of about knowledge, in a way. There's like 3 timelines going on here. Hold on, you guys. I mean, obviously we can't all be on the same one, so let me break them down. Tell me about Ace of Swords, please. I actually think that this is the most Gemini energy reading I've ever unintentionally done, because it's like the twins of the zodiac, and like this is like 2 people, 2 different people, 2 different timelines. They're facing away from one another. Oh, I got it. Sorry. Okay. So some of us are in the healing and restoration energy. Some of us are still in that anxious, you know, stuck in our head, the thoughts are torturing you energy and stuff like that. So those of us that are in this healing and restoration kind of energy right now in this timeline, you've got the Ace of Swords coming in. The other ones, you guys have the Page of Cups, but let me find out more about it. Hold on. Oh. Get it. Temperance falls out in between. Perfect. This is such a Gemini reading. It's not even funny. Temperance is an energy of being in flow and harmony, right? So it's like duality, which is so Gemini, and these themes keep coming up, like balancing the 2 things, not ignoring the fact that there are things for you to be stressed and worried about right now, because Saturn's in Aries. So Saturn's the adulty like vibe, right? Like that's like the parent, the authority. That's like, you gotta like make your bed every day and keep your schedule and like pay your bills on time, like adulty Saturn vibes, which I am obviously terrible with dealing with. And you're balancing that with this fiery, action-oriented, like impulsive, like fuck it, Aries vibe, right? That just wants to go. Spirit's saying you're going to have a new possibility that comes in for you. Just chill. Like you need to chill, you need to flow, you need to surrender control right now and wait for this opportunity to come, because it's going to be really valuable and you're going to love it. And it's meant just for you. This is the right pathway to open specifically for you. So chill in that Temperance energy for a bit. Yeah, Reciprocity, the Star, my favorite card. Aquarius energy. All your hopes and dreams coming true. Healing. It's also a card of balance and flow, and so is the 6 of Pentacles. This is Reciprocity. It's a very generous card, It's equal give and take. These are all very duality flow, like vibes we got going on here, which makes perfect sense now. And then 8 of Cups, you're walking towards it. You're going to go. You're going to find your path. Just make sure that you're staying really true to yourself. You're standing up for your ideals and your values and your, ideas and who you are. Don't let anybody knock that down for you. Don't ever stop sort of, standing strong in that. Okay, stay strong-willed here. That's the only thing that could possibly make you miss this opportunity or this turn. But remember, what's meant for you will never miss you. If that happens, it'll come back around. You just might take the long way. Okay? Sometimes there's value in that too. Hermit's at the bottom of the deck. Alone time, trying to find your path. That's why the Hermit card has a lantern on it. You're looking for your illuminated path or a way to light your way out, right? All right. I think you guys got that. I don't think I need to drill you about it anymore. Let's keep going. I'm going to bring in the angels, see what message they have for you. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. Best and highest messages for the collective. New Moon and Gemini. What does the collective need to hear? Ooh, we're swooping in. While you guys are here, can you heal this, please? Because, I can't move. That'd be rad. What does the collective need to hear? What are the best and highest messages for the new moon in Gemini? In 2 seconds, I'm going to scream at whoever's making all that banging around noise in the background. That totally knows I'm on a live right now. That'll be fun for you guys, right? Anybody want to see Brooklyn D? Best and highest messages for the collective. What do they need to hear right now? 3 of Pentacles. Okay. That's a collaboration card. That's this is team player vibes. Hey, can you bang around a whole lot more and ruin my whole life? That would be so great. Thanks. It's about creativity. It's about collaboration, working together. This is team vibes. This also could be a sign that you're going to get some recognition for some work that you've already done or something that you've created. Yeah. Yeah. And you have 9 of Fire, which is the 9 of Wands. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Steve, stand up for yourselves. I have courage and believe in yourself. All right, so Spirit's telling you, if you have the opportunity, right, it's going to come to some of you, maybe all of you, I don't know, but it's feeling kind of like a third. You're going to have this opportunity that comes in, that's perfect. It's what you've wanted. It's something you're going to love, and it's just the right thing for you. But you might feel a little bit of sort of imposter syndrome here, or a little bit of a fear of putting yourself and your ideas and all out there. Thanks, John. I will take it. This is bad. It's hella bad. So thank you. I appreciate it. You might have this feeling of I'm not good enough, or I can't, that's like playing with the big boys and I'm not there yet or something. We do that, right? We do that to ourselves. So this is your sort of warning. Okay. Don't think that. Keep, sharing what you've created, your ideas. Sorry, it's so hard to talk when the angels are here. Sharing your creative ideas and what you want to innovate, because you are probably the only person that has that one thing that's missing to push whatever this is forward. Okay, whatever it is that you've wanted to do, if it's your own business or a project you're working on at work, whatever, right? Yeah. Yeah, Spirit literally just said, you are the one. Your voice needs to be the loudest. Everyone's waiting for it because everybody else is we're stuck, because this was meant to come from John or from Patrick or from whoever. And they're not sharing it. They're not being vocal about it. You've created it, you have it, you got it, but you're not putting yourself out there. So when the time comes, make sure that you're doing that. Trust and believe in yourself, please. Don't miss this opportunity, because I think, like I said, what's meant for you will never miss you, but the pathway around could be hella long. Hella long. How long of another, you know, side track do you want to do? I don't want to do anymore. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Hey, I love it. That's awesome, dude. Make sure you share it on my page when it's up and ready. Okay, I'll share it around. For the collective, please. We're going to take like a really hard turn from angels to vampires and get a message from the vampire deck. It's the black moon, man. We got to have fun. For the collective, what is their message for this new moon in Gemini? What do they need to know? How can we offer advice or guidance to them? Yeah, Star card, man. Star card is all your hopes and dreams coming true. Prepare yourself for that. Believe in it. Believe in it. Claim it right now and act like it's already here. You had that recognition for work you've already done. Like, these messages are, they're vibing. They're vibing. You're welcome. What does the collective need to hear? New moon in Gemini. What does the collective need to hear? What is their message? See how slow moving it is? See what I mean? The stagnation. It's like, yeah, you needed time to like have a nice solid plan and know where you were going, but how long you want to stay there, not move forward, right? Okay. You have witness, to know personal evidence and speaking out. Shut up, card 29. Which is an 11, y'all. Oh, and card friggin' 11. Friggin' 11. Death rights, say goodbye. Say goodbye, honoring those, you know, that have left your life, which is how we started this live with our little forgiveness lesson for those of us who are going through those transition phases. And we have ecstasy, which is card 27. It says yielding, rapture, and bliss. So this is Spirit's way of telling you, saying goodbye to all of those things, people, situations, jobs, whatever the hell, outdated, you know, self-limiting beliefs. Saying goodbye to all of those things was what you needed to do, so that all of this yieldy, abundance, bliss vibes can come to you. Okay? Yeah. And, you know, I was talking about my Margie, my grandmother. I'm wearing her wedding ring right now. She passed away on 11/1, and ever since she passed away, 2022, I see 111 all the time. It's my Margie number. And I just saw the 1111 that you put in the chat, and it just made me think of it. You know, today's her birthday, so I feel like her energy's kind of here, too. Which is a good thing for us. She was pretty solid. She was cool. All right. I'm going to get us a meditation symbol, or doesn't have to be used in meditation. Oh my God, it hurts. Sorry, y'all. But you can use this, whatever comes out here in this ritual that I'm about to do with y'all too. Can you offer advice and guidance to the collective, please? How can we guide them through this time if they are going through a transition and people are leaving their lives? What do they need to know to find comfort and forgiveness? It's like there's two. All right, I'm getting a heavy download. I knew something big was coming. There's two timelines going on, right? There's a shadow timeline and the truth, or the higher, I should say, the higher timeline. And the further we get into this year and these energies and astrological transits, those two lines are going to blur. They're going to continue to heavily blur. And you want to make sure that you are masks off and you're looking at things and taking a moment to discern before jumping in, although you need to make quick decisions because this energy is meant to move fast. But it's like there's trickery here, okay? And some shadow timeline might be trying to convince you that you're not good enough, or you shouldn't put this out there, they're gonna reject it, or that's the way to go, you know. But I feel like most of you, especially if you follow me, you know, you're pretty in tune and awakened, and you will feel it physically or somewhere in the body, you know, or in your mind, that it is the shadowy bullshit timeline, but just be cautious right now. Don't get caught up in that. I don't know why they're sort of converging and the lines are blurring. This download's like just coming now, but I'll look at it more and see if I can get y'all more information. But just be careful. Be aware of it, all right? Be aware of that. What's the symbol for the collective, please? Oh, God, I cannot turn my head. What can they use in this ritual today to support them in this energy? All right. So you've got Divine Feminine, number 6. You have Karmic Path, which looks like Saturn, flipped in love, which is 8. Karmic Path. That's the one you don't want to take. All right? That's the one you don't want to take. You feel it in your solar plexus. Mine is somewhere in between the solar plexus and the heart. It's sort of right where your sternum is. That's where I get it all. Sometimes it's so strong I get nauseous. Hi, Mom. Thank you for the happy heavenly birthday. You've got Home, card 10, which makes sense. There's a lot of 4th house energy going on right now, which is the ruler of home and family. And Gemini is energy, like, is responsible for, like, sibling relationships. So there could be a lot of, like, issues coming up there with, like, your siblings or people that are like them. You have Water, card 18, the element of water showing up for you. And you have Lucky, the lucky horseshoe, 47. We'll take it. We will take it. So I'll show you guys these one more time in case anybody wants to screenshot them and use them in your ritual or just write them out. But you all know what a horseshoe looks like. The triple moon. This is maiden, mother, crone energy. That's why it's divine feminine. It represents the 3 different stages of, like, divine feminine, right? What they go through in life, from being a maiden to being a mother to then going into your crone years. And Karmic Path, again, Saturn. That's Saturn, y'all. Saturn just went into Aries. I'm talking to you about the shadow timeline, this karmic path. You don't want to take the path that's going to, you know, be giving you karmic lesson after karmic lesson, right? You want to take the higher timeline. Please be careful. Again, this might have themes to do with your home and family life, okay? Or siblings. And water transmutes, right? Water is a healer. It's also a conduit, but it's a transmuter and a healer. So during, you know, new moon is when I always recommend you all do, like, the new moon, you know, bath, like cleansing, energy cleansing bath, or shower, right? Cleanse your space, you know, sage it, smoke it, whatever, Palo Santo, however you cleanse your space. Because you want to welcome in all fresh energy and let all the old, dead, stale energies, like, you know, fall away. Okay, anything else? Spirit, where am I going? Hold on. Oh, okay. Wait, I think we're gonna get more info about this karmic path thing. Sorry, I didn't want to keep you on here too late, and I want to get you to the ritual, but I can't tell Spirit to shut up. So it's for your, if it's for your eyes, good, we're doing it. Okay, what do you want the collective to know? The best and highest messages for this collective for the full moon, new moon in Gemini. So the next full moon, we just had flowers, so we're going into the strawberry moon in June, and I think it's around the 13th. Can't remember the exact date though. Best and highest messages for the collective, please. We have Gnosis here, and it's funny because the symbol on this card looks exactly like the one on the home card I just showed you guys. What else, Spirit? Best nice messages for the collective, please. Anything else? All right. Gnosis is a pretty grand archetype. It's pretty big. Oh, and the Queen. Gnosis is like everything. All right. It's like that energy, element, you know, atom, whatever you want to call it, that exists in the foundation of everything and how everything is created. So you're at the point now where you can fully clean slate and recreate your whole lifeline, you know, your timeline, this life, what happens here, all the things. Okay, that's pretty powerful. And you have the Queen energy, which gives me like, I'm getting like Queen Bee, right, vibes. How everybody, like the collective all comes together for the highest good of everybody, but also like in servitude of this queen, and that you had that divine feminine card, and water is feminine, and a lot of divine femme coming through. What is it, Spirit? Tell me. What else can you tell me? Okay. Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it. So I'm hearing, yeah, it's, I mean, anxiety can always come with like moon phases, you know what I mean? Just because it's really charged energy, but with the Saturn and Aries thing going on, Mercury just went into Gemini, which, you know, is Gemini's ruler. This is the Gemini new moon. We have a Mercury Kazemi coming up in like a day or two. And that Saturn Aries thing, it's a lot. It's a lot. And Pluto's still retrograde in Aquarius. So, yeah, I mean, it's normal. And just see if you know, when we get feelings like that of anxiety, our sort of natural reaction is to try to turn away from it. Or, you know, we start doing all the things to calm it down with sound frequencies, breathing techniques, whatever, which is great. Do that. We need coping skills for our anxiety. But diving into it head first and facing it head on at this time of like with, you know, the masks falling off and communication being so clear with all this Mercury shit going in energy, which, you know, planet of communication. It's a really good time for you to dive into it and really look at it and face it if you can. Don't push yourself, don't trigger yourself, of course, like nothing like that. But if it's comfortable for you, you know, well, even if it's slightly uncomfortable, right? Because we know comfort's the death of progression. But it'll move through you much quicker if you can turn into it and not away from it like we normally would. Okay. And the Divine Femme message I'm getting is that reminder that, you know, in divine masculine energy, which we lived in for 5,000 years, progression was in the, you know, the hustle, right? Looking busy, like having 50 meetings a day and everything's scheduled to a T, and you're like running around like crazy and you're doing all this work. In divine feminine energy, the progress is in the stillness, okay? Because we know that just getting still and in the right frequency, tapping into the right vibration of what we want to attract, just brings it to you. We attract, we don't chase. So chill a little bit. Embrace the stillness. Stop beating yourself up for not running around, not being everywhere. I'm talking to me, for not putting out enough videos on your YouTube channel or putting out enough content. Like, stop beating yourself up. Accept what you are capable of doing. And, you know, I don't want to put out bullshit that I don't feel guided to put out just because, like, YouTube's algorithm expects me to post today. Like, I don't want to do that. You know, I've always done this based off of what I felt divinely guided to say. And if I didn't have a message, I'm not, you know, yeah, I can get on here and do a tarot reading for anybody, but like, that's not what I do. You know, that's not me. I have to be authentic and real. And that's why some signs get like, you know, a full reading at the full moon and others don't. I didn't get a download for you, you know, and I don't want to just come out here pushing bullshit. Because you guys would see right through that anyway. You guys would notice something unauthentic because you're awakened and you're light. So that's why I don't always do that, just so you know. But yeah, embrace that, all right? It's uncomfortable, but please, like, look in the freaking mirror, stare at yourself in the mirror and say these things. Like, progress is in the stillness. It's okay to just be and attract and not chase, and just work on my vibration. Focus on meditations and sound frequencies for abundance or whatever that will get me in the vibration I need to be in to attract what I want to and I'm trying to attract into my life. Okay? All right, let's grab some tea leaves just to see if there's any more clarity, and then we're going to do this ritual. Any other messages for the collective, please? New moon in Gemini. Oh, I just realized I got Gemini during the full moon in Gemini. And now it's the new moon. Her birthday's 6/6. It's coming up. My little kitten. She's so cute, but I don't know where she is. Okay, you've got woman. Again, the femme energy is blasting on through. Dealings or relationships with a woman. It's a barrel. Sorry, barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. You also have Lily, which is representative of a spiritual love entering your life. And you have the egg, which is a symbol of abundance and rebirth. Love it. Success assured with good plans and hard work. You have the month of November. This could be a project that you started then, an idea or concept that you came up with in November, some other reason why November is important to you. Holy shit, I just told you guys it's the day my grandmother passed away and it's her birthday. It was November. Oh, okay. November 1st. Wow. Okay. You have Weeping Willow here. Family sorrow. Hi, Margie. How are you? We love you. We miss you. Come on in. You have Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Okay. No, I know that sounds like the opposite of what I've just told you to do, but they mean your efforts of stillness and getting in touch with your frequency. Okay. Ring. Sorry, I can't get this any closer, y'all. I'm in so much pain. A marriage will take place either romantic or in business. What else, Spirit, for the collective? New Moon Gemini. I've been thinking, Kristen, you just reminded me too. I've been wanting to post like a quick, like 5-minute even, like just super quick little video on how to just kind of ground and center when you, those onset of like the anxiety comes on, or like, you know, you just had like a client scream at you on the phone, or you know what I mean, and your energy's all bajiggity and you're like wound up, but you don't have a lot of time because like you're at work. Just, I want to put a video out for you guys. I'll try to do that tonight. You have Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening for you. Okay, this is Flag. Ugh. Don't be tempted or lower your standards, right? Shadow timeline. Remember that. Don't be tempted. Don't lower your standards. And remember that the timelines are going to blur. They're converging and they're going to start to blur. And it's going to get harder to tell which one is your higher timeline and which is the shadow or karmic. So just remain vigilant there and listen to your instincts and ask your angels and guides if you're not certain, okay? And the moon showed up for you too. It says changes in your life. Anything else? Man, I felt like there was still more coming. I don't know. Every time I try to like cut this reading a little shorter because it came on so late, it just keeps growing. But we're grateful, right? We're grateful. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. This flew out just as I was telling y'all, ask your guides and angels. They're telling you that they're going to make sure that you stay on the right path, okay? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that for sure. I've been wanting to do that for like 2 weeks now. You know, the shenanigans that always comes up in my life. Best and highest messages, please. Do you have anything else for this collective for the new moon in Gemini? What do they need to know? Okay. Period of prosperity and abundance, y'all. Claim it. Claim it. Anything else? It feels like the energy's slowing down now, finally. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're there. Nope, one more. Oh, I think it's a timing card, too. Love a timing card. June. The month of June. I love this June angel card, too. It always makes me think of my late husband because his birthday was in June. Like, it's like got this guardian angel on it. June. All right. So you've got new opportunities for abundance coming towards you in June, which is like, what, 3 days away or something, 4 days away. Stay vigilant, my friends. Keep your eyes out, all right? Make sure you're noticing those timelines and opportunities that are coming in for you, and that you've cleared out the space for the new to come in. You know, the new cannot come in if you didn't make way for it. You have to make space for it, okay? Oh, shoot. There you go. So it's probably good. I mean, listen, I would rather read on that separately than like jump in, but that's a pretty good sign that that's going to go well, Jules, for sure. So our new moon ritual, okay? This one's going to be about like a strong focus on abundance and gratitude and acknowledging like sort of the present moments and the themes of this lunar cycle and bringing them all together, okay? So if you want to set your space, you know, like a sacred space, altar space, or anything like I always do, you can use things that like like fruit or, you know, that like things that represent sort of abundance, right? Or anything of value. This like horseshoe thing is screaming at me. That would be a good one. Or have something that represents the goddess or the triple moon, made in Mother Crone, because that came out too. Have water on your altar. You should always have all the elements represented anyway, but if you have full moon water or you want to make new moon water tonight, that's cool. You can do that. I still have a little bit left of my Leo full moon water I made in Sedona, which I'm like holding on to for dear life because it was a Leo full moon and when I was there, and I'm a Leo, and it's from Sedona, and I don't know, I feel like it's just so magic. But if you have something like that, bring that in too, okay? And a timepiece. I'm really big about that with this particular moon cycle. I think it's crucial to sort of like bring that timeline to you. I have this really old, I don't know where it is, and I don't know if I can turn around, but it used to be on the wall behind me. Oh, it's right there. This really old, awesome, what do you call those clocks? Y'all know the chain one. I'm drawing a blank. Some channeling. You know what I mean? That timepiecey thing. I can't get words. I have one of those that I'll use in this ritual. It's really super cool. An hourglass, something like that. Okay. You can play, you know, like a binaural in the background, meditative music, whatever you want. You could do like an 888 abundance one, but whatever's resonating for you, just to keep you present. Okay. And then say a little blessing before you start using like, you know, words that follow this idea of soaking up your abundance, right? Or words that like sort of conjure that energy, like blessed or grateful or humbled or aware, right? Because this communication thing is going on and you want to make sure that you're noticing if the timelines start to blur on you. So, you know, aware and authentic throat chakra vibes. Okay. Pocket watch. Dude, what the hell? I used to actually literally have an antiques business. Couldn't come up with pocket watch. It's rad. Thanks, man. Okay. Second thing, if you want to do this and do a little nourishment for your body, because we're really celebrating duality with Gemini, the twin energy, as above, so below. If we're going to go into the cosmos and do these things to ask for intentions and abundance to be brought towards us, we should be also doing something to nourish our, you know, our 3D earthly body, our vessel. So, you know, get some strawberries. The strawberry full moon's coming up or something like that, and nourish yourself too. And the third thing you want to do is just shift your spirit, because we want to tap into the vibration of abundance, right? Because whatever you put out, you get back. So to experience abundance in your life, you have to first be able to acknowledge that there's already a lot of abundance present, which is why we started this ritual or this live with gratitude, right? The more you acknowledge your blessings and expressing gratitude for those blessings, you create space for new blessings to appear, right? What I literally just said. If you're fixated on what you don't have, it will be difficult to notice the abundance you presently possess. And you know what I always tell you guys, like worrying's a negative prayer, okay? If you're focused on what you don't have, you're focused on the lack, you're just going to receive more lack, okay? You have to focus on what you have and be genuinely in the moment, present, grateful for it, okay? To be able to clearly see all of the abundance in your life, you must shift your mindset to a space of positivity and gratitude. Affirmations are an effective way to take a negative thought pattern and turn it into a positive thought pattern. So go stand in front of a mirror. Perfect Gemini energy. This is what Spirit wanted us to do all along today. Duality, you know, Gemini's the twins. Repeat each one of these following affirmations 3 times while looking directly into your own eyes. Can be a little unsettling and a little creepy. The more uncomfortable you are with it, the more you're going to get out of it. So I'll say them now for y'all, but I'll put them, post them in the comments or something after the live so you can do this. I have everything I need. My hard work always pays off. I attract abundance and am grateful for the beautiful energy in my life. Money and opportunity flow to me with ease. My life is full of magic, excitement, and joy in this present moment. so much. I like it so much. I hope you guys do too. And the only other thing I would like to add, or have you add when you do this, if it resonates for you, Spirit's really pushing this energy lately at me of making sure, like, we may feel like we've fully surrendered control and we're in flow and we're not trying to control outcomes, but in intention setting, that's tricky. How do you draw in what you want without trying to control a specific outcome, right? So I just want you to bigger picture it, all right? Pan out a little bit, bigger perspectives, or higher perspectives, and just look at it like, I want to, my intention is to draw in towards me anything that would bring me fulfillment, happiness, peace, abundance, whatever possible highest timeline opportunities I am able to access in this life. That's what I want to draw in, all right? And nothing too specific, detailed, right? I understand if there's something that you really want and that feels weird, but what's meant for you will never miss you. What you really want may not be the best thing for you, and you may be limiting yourself from something much bigger that Spirit has decided is for you, right? So you don't want to miss out on that bigger, better opportunity, more aligned to you, because you're so focused on, but I've always wanted it to be this. At the end of the day, man, don't we just want to be happy and at peace and okay, right? Able to pay our bills or feed our kids, and isn't that what we really want? Isn't that all that really matters? And it doesn't mean that you're not going to get exactly what it is you were hoping for. You're going to get what's best for you, and what could possibly be better than that. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So big picture. So add that into your ritual tonight. When you're doing your mirror work, and say, I surrender control to the universe, and I draw in whatever is, my possible best and highest timeline and opportunities and people in my life, right? However it vibes for you. Cool? Cool. Remember to keep it. Y'all know I fold mine up 9 times towards me because I'm drawing in. I put an invoking pentagram on, drawing in, and it stays in my pillowcase until the next new moon, where I can kind of compare and see how I'm progressing on the things that I'm trying to, that I am drawing into my life. But keep it however you want, wherever you want. Bring this water element into, do those energy cleansing baths and showers. Make sure you're saging or smudging your house, or using an energy cleansing spray or something to get all the old energy out and welcome in the new. New moon, fresh start, brand new energy, new everything. Okay? You're welcome. Thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate you guys. You've been awesome. I really do. I appreciate you. And for everybody that came out to Earth Vibes this weekend, it was cool. Unfortunately, this is the aftermath of me trying to sleep in a tent on the ground. And I'm in hella pain, but it was awesome. Otherwise, it was great. And I've got some events coming up really soon too, which is exciting. I know June 13th is North Jersey, I think. Where the hell is it? Sussex County. There's a Pride-themed lunar fair that I'm going to do, and the 27th in Burlington County is another one, but I don't think that theme's been released yet, so I'm not allowed to tell you guys. But I'll keep posting all the places I'm going to be. I'm going to be in Colorado. I'm going to be all over the place. Okay? Thanks, guys. Happy new moon. Go draw in your dreams. I'm sending 10 times as many energetic blessings towards y'all, and all the generosity you've shown to me is going to return to you tenfold. Thanks. Good night, everybody. Good luck. Happy new moon. Let's see if she can move.